Hey everyone, welcome to this month's Sketch and Stuff. Today we're going to be drawing Deku from My Hero Academia. You can use the coloring page that I made you guys as a reference image. You can find this image in your craft kit or download the image by clicking the link in the description. Let's get started. As always, let's start out with the basic shapes. Draw a medium-sized circle for the top half of Deku's face. Make sure to leave plenty of room above the circle for Deku's hair. Add a guideline down the middle of the circle. Next, you can make his jawline by connecting the side of the circle down to the bottom of the guideline. Go ahead and do this on each side to make a pointed chin. Next, define Deku's hairline lightly to give yourself an idea of how to proportion his face. After that, draw a curved guideline to show where his eyes will go. Now for Deku's eyes, the outlines are large and nearly circular. Leave the inner bottom corner of the outline blank. Draw a small, diagonally pointed arrow for Deku's nose. His pupils are small compared to his eyes, and they are looking slightly upward and toward the center of his face. His mouth is a crooked line with a triangle underneath to indicate where his lips are casting a shadow. At the next step, I filled in his pupils, but I recommend waiting on that at this stage because we're going to give his eyes highlights in a bit. Now draw his downward pointed eyebrows. Don't forget to raise them slightly when they reach the middle. Now give him some eyebrow wrinkles to further push the expression. Here I'm adding the highlights in his eyes with white, but you can simply draw out the circles and then fill the non-white parts in with your pencil. The hair in particular is going to take a while, so give yourself plenty of time and patience if you find it challenging. I highly suggest following your reference for the hair. Following what you see, draw in Deku's spiky bangs. You can always practice on another sheet of paper by trying to draw his hair on a blank circle. His ears are rather angular. You can follow a general arching shape for them. Deku's neck is slightly thick in this picture. Now, using the reference, add the shadows in his ears. Add Deku's hair at the bottom of his head. Now add a small shadow under his chin and 4 dots on each of his cheeks. For Deku's hair, it could help to map out how big you want it to be by drawing a light circle. Start adding your spikes, making sure to follow the reference image for help. Now you're done! To finish off, I'm just going to do a quick time lapse, adding Deku's clothing as well as the shadows and highlights in his hair. For an extra challenge, you can give this a shot too by following the coloring sheet reference. You can follow the edges and patterns of Deku's hair spikes to create the shadows and highlights. Don't worry, this part is pretty forgiving, so you don't need it to be perfect. Just experiment with it, filling in the shadows when you're done. This is a fun way to play with light. Here's the final outline version, which you can color and submit in the comments. Thanks for watching today everyone, and see you next month for our next Sketch and Stuff.